Hello and welcome to my Helldivers 2 Commando mission guide. Today we will go over missions, detections, takedowns, and loadouts. There are 3 Commando missions. Commando Secure Black Box, acquire evidence, and extract intel. And then your 4 side objectives. Link Hellpod to the destroyer, destroy ammo stockpile, intercept convoy, and destroy enemy bioprocessors. In the Commando Secure Black Box mission, you're tasked with acquiring a black box from a crash site and bringing it to extract. Also, you will have 3 AA gun objectives to destroy. For Commando Acquire Evidence, you're tasked with grabbing a camera and bringing it to 3 objective locations to record evidence. You also have to extract with the camera. With Commando Extract Intel, you must grab 3 key cards and then go to a location that has a SSD drive. What you do next is you take the SSD drive and you must extract with it. Next, we'll move on to detection. Majority of enemies can see you within a 50-meter detection range. That's just their sight, and they can hear you, I believe, within a 30-meter range for firing a non-suppressed weapon and a 15-meter range if you're running. Enemies like the Factory Strider and the Vox Engine are work a little bit differently. The Factory Strider's cannon and can hear you within a 160-meter radius. Also, its machine guns can, I believe, see you within a 50-meter radius, maybe a little bit longer. The Vox Engine, its sight is bad. It can only see you within the 50-meter radius, I believe. But its machine guns can detect you from a further distance. I'm not exactly sure which one. But one thing to do that you should know about them is for both of the Factory Strider and the Vox Engine, their guns work separately than the driver. So the guns can be alerted to you, but the driver or the main body may not be. Now to go on to the cyborgs. The cyborgs have a faster, I don't know what to call it, maybe interval for how they change within stages from being guarding to confused or suspicious to alerted. I noticed that closer ranges, if they spot you within like a maybe a 15-meter distance, they begin to get alerted and start to engage you a lot faster than the regular automaton troopers do. And to prevent being spotted so easily, we wear scout armor or we use the reduced signature armor passive. Feet first also helps, but it only reduces sound, and with the way you want to stealth, you don't want to be seen or heard. Now we're going to be moving on to loadouts. These are the loadouts that I use. Um, for this one, I have orbitals mainly because I like to drop on the fortress and just toss my orbitals there, and then I basically don't have to deal with it for the rest of the game. Sometimes I do that, or I'll drop hot next to like a few outposts, and I'll throw them in 2 directions and try to clear most of the area. And here is another loadout that I use. I just drop in with all blue stratagems. Now, when stealth diving, you want suppressed weapons. You can either get them from the ODST Warbond or the Redacted Regiment Warbond. If you don't have suppressed weapons, you can use the throwing knife from the Python Commandos, melee weapons, the Scorcher, the Purifier, and I'm not sure if the Slugger projectile has sound for it to alert enemies, but you can use those to sound alert enemies. Now with taking out enemies, you want to work fast, quiet, and you want to make sure there are no enemies nearby. Here I will put a few examples on screen. I also have another guide. It's a silent takedown guide. I can link it in the video. I'll probably put it in the description somewhere. Now with commando missions, you can only use your destroyer twice when you first drop in and then when you call it in. And for both of those times when your destroyer is um accessible, you only have it for a minute. And since you can only call your destroyer in once, it is best to use stratagems that won't require your destroyer, such as support weapons. It just makes it easier to complete main missions and to be able to destroy outposts. Now we're going to move on to side objectives. With all of these side objectives, it's just destroying things, blowing them up. You can, if you clear the area, call down your destroyer to call a hell bomb, but the main common thing to do is to either use C4 or if you have some other type of explosive, maybe dynamite, to get rid of them. Now for the intercept convoy, I see a lot of stealth divers struggle with this on commando missions, and the easiest way to do it is to strap C4 to all of the factory striders. I've done this before. I actually seen a few YouTubers that stealth dive done this also. What they do is they land near the path of the convoy at the beginning, and they throw C4 onto the factory striders or the Vox engine. Since they only take 3 to destroy 1, you could drop your resupply pod, all your stuff down next to it, and just throw the C4. In this clip, I was playing with random, so I had to run all the way to the convoy, and then I was able to get 4 of them. I had to come back later to get the last one because I didn't have any more ammo. Now with completing all of your objectives, the last thing to do is extract, and I recommend you hide at extract. I can't really give you a guide on how to hide. The best thing to do is monitor the way the patrols come, or look for, if you have a jump pack, you can jump on somewhere high and just lay down, and patrols will just walk right past you. This concludes the rest of the guide. Thank you for watching.